Major flip-flop from New York's top Democrat as thousands of migrants continue to be bussed into the state, with now Governor Kathy Hochul sounding the alarm about the influx of migrants after previously touting New York's sanctuary status. And this sudden change in rhetoric makes clear that no matter what you think about the southern governors bussing the migrants north, their gambit seems to have worked. Last night, Governor Hochul on CNN urged migrants to stay out of the Big Apple.
Places like New York really are at capacity. You know, we have large hearts. You want to be generous and supportive to people who are experiencing a humanitarian crisis, but there is a limit to what we can do. We're at our limit. If you're going to leave your country, go somewhere else.
That comment is a far cry from what the governor was saying on the same subject less than 2 years ago.
We want people to come here, despite where they came from or despite the circumstances that drove them to this country and to this state. We say you are welcome here. We are welcome with open arms, and we'll work to keep you safe. We'll not only house you, but we'll protect you.
Open arms, we're going to protect you. No, go somewhere else now. Hochul is not alone among New York Democrats. New York City Mayor Eric Adams has gone even further, sounding a dire warning about the political impact of the migrant crisis on the city. At a recent town hall, the mayor argued a continued migrant flux could prove to be an existential threat.
And let me tell you something, New Yorkers. Never in my life have I had a problem that I did not see an ending to. I don't see an ending to this. I don't see an ending to this. This issue will destroy New York City.
Without question, the evidence appears to be piling up that things are changing in New York. Remember, famed New York restaurateur Danny Meyer closed 2 of his eateries since the hotels they're located in began housing asylum seekers in partnership with the city. The list goes on, by the way. It's clear the problem spans the city and the state. Mayor pointed out during the recent town hall that New York City is projected to have a $12 billion budget deficit, the exact amount it will cost to house and care for the incoming migrants over the next 3 years.
It's going to come to your neighborhoods. All of us are going to be impacted by this. I said it last year when we had 15,000, and I'm telling you now with 110,000. The city we knew we're about to lose.
Look, you can argue credibly that this whole busing initiative on the part of southern governors was a political stunt. It's heartless, treat human beings as political pawns. There's truth to that. It's also true that these southern state governors have forced big cities and blue states to deal with what is a national immigration crisis. They have brought it home to many who live far away from the borders. Even Hochul herself is now admitting that she's had kind of an awakening on this subject.
Does this make you understand better what border cities have been going through for years?
Of course we do. Of course we do. We need a strong federal immigration policy, full stop.
Take issue with Governor Abbott, DeSantis, all you want, but that's something that Governor Hochul never would have said before they started putting migrants on these buses. Join us now, Max Rose, former Democratic congressman from New York. Thanks so much for coming on the show. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
So it does seem to me at first blush that this is incredibly hypocritical on the part of Kathy Hochul, or at least a sudden awakening.
It's not hypocritical. I mean, the circumstances have changed, and it's a matter of resources. Truth of the matter is that Kathy Hochul right now, and Mayor Adams as well, they're not communicating with their constituents. They're not even talking about their own moral code. They're communicating to the Biden administration. And they're saying, we need more resources. We need more resources right away. And I might even be, dare I say, a bit dramatic in terms of the terminology that I'm using and the facts that we're putting out so as to push the federal government to give us resources.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.